What's up? What's up? JTV in the house. So I was watching YouTube and watching what's going on in Baltimore, and I saw this clip, not YouTube but Facebook, where the president, well, it said that the president called the looters and stuff like the rioters thugs, and they're supposed to be like 15-year-old kids, and the mayor of that Baltimore also called those young kids thugs. And I'm not even going to focus on the word thugs because they have their meanings, and you need to answer what do they mean. They need to clarify what does the word thug mean, because it's now the thug word. These black leaders are saying the thug word. It's the new N word and stuff, and that's ridiculous. Stop listening to them because all they're doing is just it's just a distraction. You know, now they're talking about white supremacy, and white supremacy has nothing to do with your ignorance. It has nothing to do with you getting upset and everything. There are proper channels that you need to follow to get your voice heard and stuff like that. One is to get a postcard and 20-cent stamp or whatever they're called, and you get the President of the United Nations, President of the United States, the governor, the mayor, and to that general, the black general lady. And you send them, all you black kids, and all you, matter of fact, if I was you in the whole state of Baltimore, black, white, whatever, all you high school kids, if they're, I think 15 years should be high school kids, and all of you get 5 postcards and you mail it to them and say, write on just your first name and say, I am not a thug. Okay, you send it to them, and that'll, because officially they got to receive it because it's government. They might throw it out. I don't know, but you send it to them. They saying you're frustrated. You're not frustrated. Okay, the only thing your problem is this, that no one's told you that, hey, that school is becoming obsolete in the United States, because everything that you can learn in school you can learn online. You can learn it free, pretty much. You can learn it with a teacher who is putting their whole heart into explaining it. They don't have to see or anything, and you don't have to interact with them. And if you don't understand something they say, you can hit the rewind button as many times as you can. You can go on YouTube, and they got videos teaching you how you can set up your own online store, so you can sell your dirty socks to somebody, and somebody out there will buy them. And they're not telling you, and this is what they're not telling you. They're telling you to go to school, work hard so you can get a job. You don't need to work hard to get a job. You need to learn how to create your own business, and you can do that when you're making businesses online and stuff like that. It's international. People from around the world are going to be able to see it. They got plugins where they can they can change it to different languages and stuff like that. Sometimes you might have to pay money. There's a lot of things that are free and stuff like that. So you kids that are 8 years old and above, you need to be on their YouTube watching their stuff. If you want to make money on helping kids do better, then you guys that are always watching YouTube and stuff, videos and stuff, you put together a math tutoring video sessions where you get this video, put them together, and you sell them. You sell the information. You sell information, costs a lot of money. You sell the information, and kids watching and stuff like that. If you don't want to go out the easy way, then go out the hard way. And you guys, when you're all together in the schools and your teachers tell you to read these books, where you get together and go someplace where it's nice and quiet and jump up and down and get, because jumping, actually, they say kids with ADD and all that stuff, well, it's good to move around, because it makes your brain more active and stuff. But each of you you read one paragraph, and then the other person, before they read the paragraph, jump up 20 times so they can get excited, and they can read it. Then the next person could reach the next person, excited, jump up, get excited, read it, and you can finish a whole chapter or the whole book or whatever chapter you're supposed to read. You get those knocked out first. Then you just put in your headphones or your iPad or whatever, and and just listen to it and listen to it and listen to it and stuff like that. When you're studying, you have to understand that it's all about vocabulary. They say, oh, the white man vocabulary. White men didn't create vocabulary. They didn't create a language. We did. We taught them. It's our language. It's our vocabulary. Everything is ours. Okay, and you have to have that in your mind. So when you're learning these vocabulary and stuff like that, you're not learning their language. You're learning your own language. Okay, the reason you got to learn these words is because those are the words that they use in school and universities and stuff like that, because it's easier to teach a whole bunch of people from different areas and walks of life a new language than it is to teach everyone else's language and stuff. And that's what they have with the thesaurus. The thesaurus have your black neighborhood words in them too. So you get the source. Those are probably the best things. You get a dictionary also, and you have to understand the vocabulary. Okay, when you can you add, can you multiply, can you subtract, can you divide? If you can do all those, then the only thing that you need to do is understand the vocabulary and understand what an equal sign means. The equal sign means that whatever on the left side and whatever on the right side, they both are identical. They might look different, but they are the result are the same. 8 + 2 = 10. The 10 is complex. The 8 and the 2 are simplified because they break it down, right? Complex, simplified. Okay. A good example is how many kids like trigonometry. I talked about trigonometry. A lot of my friends, they're adults in their 30s and 40s and whatever, 20s and stuff. And they always say, why you always talking about trigonometry? And I'm like, why not? And then they dawned on me that they don't even know what trigonometry is. So then I'm like, okay. And so I asked them a question. You ask your friends this too. You ask your teacher. You even ask your teacher who's teaching trigonometry what it is. I bet you they probably don't even know. But you ask them, what does cosine and cosine theta, sine theta, and tangent theta have in common? And the thing that they have in common is they're all fractions. Cosine theta is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. Sine theta is the opposite over the hypotenuse. And the tangent is the opposite over the adjacent. Those are fractions. That's it. Trigonometry is all about fractions and stuff. And that's it. So, I don't like trig. It's hard. Like, you can you do fractions? Yeah, man, that's easy. What do you think trig is? Well, it ain't fractions, huh? You're an idiot, right? So, that's it. Ask your teachers, or, they're always telling you, everybody's telling you study hard, study hard. You should ask your mayor, what is studying? What is the purpose of studying? I guarantee you they won't give you what it really is. Okay, the meaning. Then you ask them, hey, how do I supposed to study? I guarantee you they won't give you a correct answer where you can take that answer and you can apply it in your life. But lucky for you, I know the answer. The reason you study is so you can know who you are. Everything that you study, mathematics, physics, sciences and speech and everything is you. It's you. This is physics. Physics. The blood that's going through my things, the communication, electricity that's going through, and the movement, and all of this stuff. And I got 5 and divided in 2, what's that? It's 5 divided by 2, you got 2 with 1/5, huh? 5 divided by 2, huh? Yeah, so, that's it. 5 divided by 2 is 2 and 1/2, right? And so, half of 2, right? And so that's all this is vocabulary. If you don't understand the vocabulary, you guys got these iPads and these iPhones. You just download your dictionary app, and then you put the word in, and you hit it 20 times. It'll go. Thug, 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 and then you look at it and it'll tell you what a thug is. But I guarantee it's not going to say a 15-year-old black kid who is breaking windows because their city is dysfunctional. It ain't going to say that. It should say that, but it's not going to say that. And it has a mayor who don't know what she's doing because she's been there 5 years and is still dysfunctional. So you need to kick her out. Anyway, so that's what you use these dictionaries for and stuff, the language and stuff. When you're studying history, you're pretty much studying Jewish history, okay? And what they've done, because those are their schools, and they're the ones who they're teaching their kids and stuff about what they did. Now, they do have African history and stuff, and they try to mix it up and do all this stuff. So you don't necessarily have to tend to listen to what they say. They have black people who know the history just as well. Learn French because they're the ones who really went into Africa and opened up the Egyptology thing and stuff, and there are some people on YouTube who are telling the truth, who the Egyptians really are and stuff. And everybody knows that they're black, And but that's not it. That doesn't even matter because so what? It just in black, they're purple, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not going to help you graduate. You know what I'm saying? You got to help yourself. So the purpose of studying is to know who you are, know thyself. You're only going to know yourself if you study, because who are you? You're everything. This is you. Okay. How do you study? I'm gonna use subject and the verbs, a noun and a article, a noun and a verb. Just to explain it real quick. When you study, with your purpose of the study, you're supposed to understand what each word means, and it's what position it is, and why it's in that position, and how it relates to another word. Okay, so I'll just use the subject. I'll just use an article, and a noun. I'll use a ball. Okay, so a pretty much means the the noun, because I'm using the noun, is countable. Because if it's not countable, then you can't use it. So that's the first thing. Before you even use a, you have to say, hey, is this noun countable? And if the noun is not countable, you can't use a, you can't use and, get rid of them, toss them in the trash. Okay, like your mayor's statement about you being a thug, just toss it in the trash. So so the first word is so a is there, so that means the noun is going to be countable. The a has a meaning. It means not special. It has a value. The value is one. One is singular. Singular and one, they're synonyms. Synonyms means two words that have the same meaning. So you say, let me have one hamburger, or can you have a singular hamburger? You can say the same thing. It doesn't matter. It might sound strange to people who don't know what the word singular means, but it's not going to sound strange to people who do know what the word singular is. Matter of fact, if you say, can I have a single hamburger, then somebody might laugh at you, but it just depends, like, oh, that's good, I like that, but it's true, you can do that. So then, because the word a is singular, then the relationship between the a and a noun is that they both have to be singular. A singular noun has no s at the end of it. Okay. The reason that a is used, the other relationship other than is countable, is that the noun, the first letter, the sound of the first letter is not a vowel sound. I, A, E, O, U. So that's why you use a. If it was the first letter of the next of that noun, if it was a I, A, E, O, U sound, then you would use an N. That's the only difference between the two of them. Also, the noun is singular, so the a is singular, the noun is singular. Then you use the verb. The verb is all verbs have s at the end of it. So if it's singular, you get to say run singular, and you chop off the I to the R, and it's runs. And it basically just means run is singular. A singular running. Something that's singular is running. Pretty much that's what it is. I mean, it's kind of simple though. So then after you see that, then what you have to do is, after you understand what those words mean and how they relate to each other, the result is going to be a picture. It's going to be a description, or it's going to be some excited state where your hormones are unbalanced and stuff like that. And that's it. Okay. So that's all it is when you're studying. You have to understand what the words are, what they mean, in the relationships that there are, in the positions that there are. And that's it. Okay. When you're doing math, subtracting, division, and multiplication, if you can add and subtract, you can do division and multiplication, because all division is just subtracting the same number until you can't subtract it again, and all multiplication is adding the same number certain times, and that's it. Everything else, you have to learn the vocabulary, because it's going to tell you what it is. When you look at math, it's just a game. That's it. Trigonometry, I like trigonometry because it's really interesting. Let me break it down real quick. Trigonometry is 365 degrees. The reason they use 365 degrees is because back in the Greeks' time, I guess, they didn't probably, they just used that, saying that represents a cycle. A cycle is one. The reason they use a unit circle, and it doesn't have to be one. Basically, it's just one. A radius. They use a radius. A radius is just one length. The length is a length, a length from the center of the circle to the circumference of the circle, and where that line touches that circumference is called a tangent. And tangent just means a point where you touch one point where two things connect. And then you have the radian. All the radian is just the radius placed on the circumference, and it'll go there approximately 6.283 or 83 times, and so then they say, well, approximately 6.283 equals to 360 degrees, but actually it's really days. So basically, if you really want to break it down, a degree is a day. So you say, well, this angle, how many days is it? Because that's all it is. It's just the earth and the sun. This earth relating to the sun. That's all it is. It's just days and stuff. That's why you got trigonometry is broken down from degrees to minutes to seconds. You're like, what is this? Pretty much it's just days. So one circle is 365 days, and then you just do the relationships. The reason they use pi is because pi, when you divide approximately 6.283 whatever into 2, it'll come out. You can never do it, so it keeps going 3.1415 blah 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 whatever. And instead of using that number 3.14, approximately 3.14159295 whatever blah 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 whatever it's supposed to be to infinity, they said, well, instead of using those numbers, we'll just replace it with this pi sign. But the pi sign, if you take the time to look in the dictionary, it just means circumference. And when I actually didn't look at it, what it actually meant in Greek when I was in high school. I got an A in it, but I didn't. And then recently I looked at it and I just started laughing. Pi just means a perimeter, I'm like, okay, just started laughing, And so when you're doing with the perimeter, basically they're just, just like 2 pi r squared, something like that. 2 pi r squared or something. Okay, anyway, whatever it is, I forgot, circumference or whatever, or the radius or the area, 2 pi squared, whatever. But actually the pi is a number, so actually it's going to be 2 times 3.14159295 blah 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 times the length of the radius times the length of the radius. And so it's a number. So it'd be like 2. I don't know. Wait, man. I got my the area of and see, when you go to school and you don't know, see, I have my reliable iPad, and then you just turn it on and you just look it up real quick, and it's really simple, Wow, this must be on. Not close. Okay. So let me hurry up before varies on 1%. And come on. Oh man, come on. Oh man, I can't even spell now. Okay. Area of a circle. And I know you guys probably cut it off by now. I wouldn't blame me if you did. So anyway, the area of a circle, is it showing me the area of a circle? It's not there, so can't believe that. I don't know why. Oh, I guess you can't do that. Okay, so the area of a circle is, I think it's 2 pi r squared or something like that. Come on, this is really slow. So the area of a circle is pi r squared. Okay, you just cut off. Okay, so the area is pi r squared. So that basically it just means like if the so it's actually what it's saying is 3.1415 blah 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 times the radius times the radius. So if the radius is 2, then it's 3.1415 times 2 times 2, and that's easy. And if you know simple mathematics, then you can do that, but the reason that they use pi is because it just because they just too lazy to write all those number stuff. No, because it saves space. That's all. So pretty much, wow, this is 19 minutes. I can't believe it went that long. So go online. I think I said this already. Go online. You can make your own online. They teach you how to do that. I'll put an affiliate in there, affiliate link where you can go to, and it costs, if you order it for the hosting for a year, you get the domain, which is a $10 domain fee for free, and then every year you just have to pay $10, and then the yearly fee, and it's really good and stuff. And if you don't like, you can always transfer it, but at least buy your domains there because they're cheap, $10 every year. You can get rich. All you kids that are in high school right now, 15 years old, you can get rich before you get out of school. You can have your own stuff. People around the world, they're waiting for, like, I think I said in this last video, I'm not sure because I made a whole bunch of copies already. People are waiting for the next big event, the next big song, the next big fashion that's going to come out the black neighborhood, and everybody's going to jump on it. Value yourself. That's why I said, you can go in there and open your own store. You can go in there and open your own store, and you can sell your dirty socks. Somebody's going to buy it. $5 dirty socks, And somebody, I don't believe it. I'm going to order it, because, it's crazy. And there are a lot of people, and you got people who are overseas, so you got to consider them, that they'll buy your stuff. If you guys get together, do the reading thing, like I said, go online, and if you can do that, you get find the videos that really explain a lot about mathematics and all that stuff, and you put it together, and hey, you got a problem? Hey, I got here. This is $20. I give you this, or you can even go $5, $10, whatever, and say, hey, here's a list, and it'll teach you how to master math. All you gotta do is just watch, press rewind, you get it, and it's ways to make money like that, and you're not a thug, you're smart, you're created to succeed by default. So if you're not succeeding, that means somebody is just distracting you, or you're distracting yourself, and that's it. You kids, send letter, postcard to the president, and to the governor, and to the mayor, to the president of Geneva, and to the that general, National Guard general, and you put on there, I am not a thug, okay? And you let them know that you're human just like them, and it's not their fault. It's not your fault, kids, that their parents and their ancestors let a group of white people come over to their country and enslave them, But you can make a change, and the change, you can make a lot of money, but if you can't protect the money, you can't protect yourself, then you're just going to be fighting. You always got to look over your back. There's a way to make the world peaceful. I'm not going to say that in this video. Well, okay, I'll say it. Basically what it is you got to just tell everybody what I said, but you just got to, the only reason the world is the way it is because people participate in their own destruction, or they participate in their own construction. Okay, so what are you doing? What are you out there doing? What you doing, is it destroying you, or is it constructing you? And that's it. And these police, they just don't have anything to do, and just riding around doing nothing, and evidently since the mayor is calling you a thug, then I guess, it must, who are these other people calling you thugs? I guess that must be what their conversation is about y'all, when they're talking. I mean, it's just not going to just pop up and say, oh, 15-year-old kids are thugs. But, I could say that, and you get all hyped up, yeah, that's true, it's true. It's not exactly true, because actually, when you read about the history of the United States and stuff in different countries, you do have a lot of kids who are bad, and the adults tried to change, and they couldn't. They had to be dealt with in different ways and stuff like that. So you are built for success. You're built to win by default. your only thing that's stopping you from being successful is you're not getting on YouTube right now and yeah, click me off right now, right? And watching those DVDs, those videos, teaching you how to create your own online stores and stuff like that. Write books and stuff like that. When you get 18 years old, travel, write books, write what you have to do, publish them and stuff like that. Just get lawyers or whatever. You know, you go to other countries, you know, talk to the people. They're nice. They love black men. I used to watch, I made these videos a few years ago called Do You Love Black Men? And asking women, Japan, they love black men. They would tell us why. And not even just Japanese women, Chinese women and Korean women or whoever, you know. And I go around and I get treated nice. You know, don't worry about the men. You know, they'll eventually, some of them will come and talk to you. If they don't like you, then so what? You know, because you got to look at, you know, at the country they're living in, you know, like I think Underground said or something like that, or all around the sun world. And I think Ice Cube said the whole world is a ghetto. And you know, and you go around and you look and you're like, well, okay. And then you'll go back to your area and you're like, well, you know, my area really doesn't look that bad, you know. And so you work together and try to fix it. But all of you guys in high school and all you gangbangers, you know, if you just spend a couple hours online, then, you know, follow do exactly what they say, then in a few hours you'll have your own store. And people are not gonna know who you are. You ain't gotta put up, I'm from Milwaukee and I was called a thug and I saw Jess 350 videos and he told me to make this whatever, you know, on this site so I can get rich. So you know you gotta buy my stuff. No, you ain't gotta say that. Just put up, be nice. You know, people they'll buy it. You know, because there's a lot of money going around the world, and there's no reason why you can't have any. You know, if your parents don't trust you or don't think you do it, just ignore them and just do it yourself. And if your mayor doesn't apologize to you guys, if I were you, and I would fire her. If you can recall the mayor, then you guys get these petitions together and you fire her, because she's not there for she's not there to serve her own purpose. She's there to help you. And if she's been there 5 years, and after 5 years all she can do is call you a thug, then you know she don't need to be there. You know, and you can't do nothing about Obama because he's President Obama, because he's about to leave. But it's just sad, you know. It really is, because you kids aren't lost. It's just that the only thing you need is a dictionary. That's it. I'm telling you, all you need is a dictionary, and it'll change your life. You know, and just stop imagining things. You know, because like that video I saw with that girl beating on that white lady, she thought of it first. And then while she was thinking of it, because there was no logical reason for her to do that, she just interjected her. She released her hormones and her adrenaline, and it came with those feelings. And she said, well, I don't have a logical reason why she do this, but my feelings are saying I feel good, so I'm going to do it. And basically that's it. You know, and that's schizophrenia. You know, and people get thrown up in the Looney Tune house. Looney Tune house? What is it called? The Looney mental patients, mentally ill clinics and stuff like that, you know. And I want to finish, you know, sorry it's been too long, but you are built to win, you are built to succeed by default. Okay, and if you fail, then it's only because you don't understand and you're not continuously moving. When you start learning about math, you see that it's just a joke. It's just a game. You know, this rocket is going so high. How much pressure? How much fuel do you need? Well, you need to know how much, when the fuel explodes, how much pressure does it get off? You know, and this and that and this and that, and it's just a puzzle. You know, when you're doing studying biology and stuff, you know, it's like how you guys put together rap, you know, or you put together how you dress, you know, or how you dance and stuff. It's the same, but it's just a vocabulary. So get you a dictionary. When you guys walking down the street and you walk in a white neighborhood, you carry you a dictionary, okay? Carry a dictionary. Another thing too, where you can make some money. I said this before, but a lot of brothers are always reaching in their pockets and stuff when the police stop you and stuff. Don't do that. What you do is do what they're doing. They have their badges and stuff around their necks and stuff. You do that. Okay, you put your ID around your neck and you keep it on there. And people are like, I don't be no dog, but it's in your pocket too, so it's the same thing. But what it is you can make money off of that. You can make these name tag necklaces, and you can, I mean, if it's according to who you got access to, you know, you can make them out of leather or whatever. You can make them real look nice, and you can make it where the front can be some nice design, but on the back of it, it'll just have, you know, we slide it in, and on the back it'll be like the that little plastic cover and stuff. But you make it real nice and stuff, and make a whole bunch of them. You can make that stuff at home. You know, you go to some leather store, get the string, whatever, fly over to Thailand, and you can get like, I don't know, when I used to go there, like 1,000 meters of real leather rope string for $5. I don't know, it might be $10 now, but it's still 1,000 meters. That's 1,000 necklaces that you can make, you know, or you can get the soft leather ones and stuff. You can make chains, whatever, and keep it around your neck and stuff, so these police officers won't feel threatened, you know, because you reaching in your pocket, you know, keep it, you know, and that's money. You know, you can say, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. You know, the only reason you're doing it is because you don't want to do it. You're doing it off your feelings. Well, I don't feel like, we think I'm a dog. Well, no. You know, you're not a dog, but, you know, it's just, it could be a new fashion thing, you know, and it's new fashion to save lives, right? Anyway, I'm out. Peace.